But the truth is, we're just aware that hard work will not get you rich. There's too many gurus in this space say, you got to work hard, you got to work hard, you got to work hard. You've got to take action. You've got to move fast. Otherwise, somebody else will take it from you. And what I've discovered is that you must move correctly, persistently, and you must stick to it even if you fail. Now, Wealth Principle 24 used to be called, you will fail. Do not give up. But I felt like that kind of fell flat. It didn't feel like it was powerful enough. And I noticed that it wasn't drawing people in. For whatever reason, Wealth Principle 24 was one of the principles that people seem to skip. When in reality, Wealth Principle 24 has been my one resource my entire life. I have known about this word stick-to-itiveness since I was about 18 years old. When I was 18, I was going through the dictionary. I saw this super long word that I've never heard of, and I didn't believe it was actually even a word. I was going through, and fun fact, I've read over 400 books. The dictionary is one of them. I ran through the dictionary just so I could understand some of the words, just to interest myself. See some things that I'd never seen before. And stick-to-itiveness is one of those words that is kind of stuck in my mind because I said, this is what I've done my entire life. This is what I've done that has made me a little unique, a little different from others, a little faster, giving me an unfair advantage. In real estate investing, we want an unfair advantage. In business, we want an unfair advantage. The person who makes the most money is the person who has something that they have an abundance of that they can just give away. And I just can't if you've seen that before. Somebody has so much of something, they can give it away at a fast pace, at a volume, and with great quality service. You look at McDonald's is a great example of someone who can pump out burgers and fries, but then you go to Five Guys burgers and fries, and it's like, man, you got to wait for 10 minutes before they get that thing out. Still a burger, still French fries. Chance care if you've ever had this experience with fast food and a traditional restaurant. And I've been to burger joints take 30 minutes to get your food out. And the difference comes down to the design, what they're meant to do, like why and how they do it. At McDonald's, they can produce so much more because of a system. And that's also their commitment to the customer. That was what they were designed to do. We're going to do an exercise today like we do every week so that you can become more committed, so that you can reach your goal. Has anybody ever had an issue with reaching a goal they set out to do and they felt like, that goal should have been done? Anybody? Am I the only one who's ever wished they were a little more committed? Had a little more stick-to-itiveness in their life. So one of the goals that was important to me was this 100 millionaires thing, right? 100 millionaires, inspired to build 100 millionaires. I've been talking about it for 2.5 years now. We're in season 3 of the 52 Weeks of Wealth. This time, the stick-to-itiveness means a lot more to me. I've been writing the book itself, the idea behind stick-to-itiveness, how to use it. And so I've got a few more tools than I've ever had in the past on this particular wealth principle. So I'm going to share with you 8 steps to be more committed, 8 steps that will help you get to the next level in your life so that you can reach any goal that you want. But in order to reach any goal, you must first have a goal. Remember, Wealth Principle 1 was think a million. Wealth Principle 2 was choose a business that can make $1 million. Hey, it's the camera. If you were here for Wealth Principle 1 and 2, if you got your businesses, you know what you're talking about today. You know where we're going. Excellent. If you don't remember, I'll give you 5 seconds to choose a business. Remember, we don't work after a business unless it can make $1 million. If a business can only ever become a $60,000 business, it's not worth your time. A business that would be an example like that is buying used clothes from some sort of thrift store, customizing those clothes yourself, and then putting them on the internet. A business like that can't get past 60, 80, $100,000 because it's not super scalable. It has a flaw within its design. But a business like investing in real estate has made more millionaires than any other business on the planet. Net worth millionaires anyway. Now, income millionaires, that is actually done in the fintech space, the financial space that Ryan McDermott is a part of, the financial planners. Those guys make more cash flow, more money per month because of something called residual income. If you've heard of residual income, and you understand it's one of the keys to recession proofness. So we're going to talk a lot about becoming recession proof over the next 90 days as we get closer and closer to the 100 Millionaires Summit, because there is, in fact, a recession upon us. Now, I'm a positive person. I love talking about positivity and, hey, no matter what happens, we're going to make money. Well, it's true. Hands to the camera if you're a real estate investor. Or where are my real estate investors at? Anybody? Yeah, all of you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Real estate investors have been seeking a recession for 14 years. Ever since 2008, we said, man, when this thing comes around, we're going to be so rich. I'll be so prepared for it. In 2012, when I bought my first multifamily, I was thinking, this is the one. I'm going to buy this. And like a year or two later, market's going to crash. I'm going to crush it again, because we used to hear the 8-year cycle, the 7-year cycle. Has anybody heard those numbers before? 7-year cycle real estate. Excellent. And we believed it, right? In 2008, was the beginning. So then we said, okay, 2010, that's 2 years. 2015, that's got to be a 7-year cycle, which boom, it's got to crash again. In 2015, I bought another multifamily. I bought a multifamily every single year from 2012 on. I've never had a year without buying a multifamily except for this past 12 months. This past 12 months, just the deals haven't shown up for me. But during that period, I was terrified. I was thinking market's gonna crash. Market's over. It's game over. Things are done. But I kept buying. 2015, 2016, 2016, I bought almost 30 units. 2017, bought another 20 something units. In 2018, we started selling off property. We started selling things off because we really thought we were gonna crash. We really, like, prices had skyrocketed so much, and there seemed to be a little slowdown in the market. And we started selling a couple properties. We got down to 12 units. We were up to 42. We got all the way down to 12 units. And then the market didn't crash. The market kept going and deals started showing up. Deals were showing up everywhere. So we kept buying again. We started buying in. And we got all the way up to 55 or 56 units. Actually, no, we were higher than that because we picked up a rooming house that was 48 units. So we were almost 100 units. We were way up there at this 100 unit point. And now we're at 2022 and we feel it. Man, we feel it in a way that we have never felt it before. We see the Fed sticking to it. See, in 2018, the Fed raised the rate 25 points, then 25 points, and then froze, and then went reverse and pulled them back because of COVID. COVID's gone, right? COVID is completely out. They've dropped a ton of money into the system. And now, as real estate investors, you're being told by me and a very few other small group of real estate investor gurus, because most of them are saying, keep buying, this works, but the numbers don't work, right? In many cases, they don't work. And it's okay to hold a cash position. Cash is not always trash.